Tonight on News Live at 6, COVID is on the rise again in Central New York. What students think about bringing back mandatory testing.
Plus, some activists are calling for the county sheriff to resign after the release of video showing that deadly officer-involved shooting.
And the Savannah Bananas are in Central New York. We'll take you out to the ball game. News Live at 6 starts right now.
This is CitrusTV News Live at 6, your campus news leader.
Good evening and thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Richter in for Bradley Hoppenstein.
And I'm Olivia Maniscalco. Well, take me out to the ball game.
And it's time to go bananas. That's for the Savannah Bananas. The world-famous baseball circus is in Syracuse tonight.
Our CitrusTV reporter John Perrick is live at NBT Bank Stadium. John, are people going bananas yet?
Well, this is just a crazy atmosphere. It's a party. Everyone's going bananas. Come on, take a look behind me. It's no Syracuse Mets game. NBT Bank Stadium is a party. The Savannah Bananas are in town, and the game is sold out. I actually went trying to get a ticket earlier in the week. Had no luck. It's been sold out for weeks. You got guys on stilts. You've got a whole entire party outside of the park. Here, let's just take a look at some Savannah Bananas video from past games, and it is unlike any other baseball game you're ever going to find. You got guys doing cartwheels in the outfield, backflips, you name it. It's a whole entire party. They're dancing, they're having fun. They're taking baseball to a whole nother level. And when you talk a little bit just about the rules, it's not your average baseball game. This is no Syracuse Mets game. There's two rules that I want to highlight here. And if you take a look on your screen, you've got the list there. Take a look in the middle. If the bats aren't working for the Bananas tonight, they could just steal first base. It's crazy. And also that last one there, if you're a fan tonight, if you've got a seat and you catch a ball, the guy's out. So you can be a part of the game. It's really cool. And we were wondering, though, why Syracuse? Why bring the Bananas to Syracuse? It's as far as Savannah as it gets. Well, I asked the broadcaster of the Bananas that earlier today.
The real reason to come here, it's twofold, is one, NBT Bank Stadium is amazing. It's over 11,000 people. That is right in our wheelhouse. And then it's also less than 2 hours down the road from Cooperstown. So then we get to finish up the entire tour on Saturday right next to the Baseball Hall of Fame. So it was a win-win.
All right, well, we're joined with DJ the Invader. You've got the spaceman hat on. How are we feeling?
Oh, I feel great. Tonight's electric. It's crazy how the game doesn't start until 7. It's almost already packed out.
So a Savannah Bananas game, just being here on the field, I can tell it's not a regular baseball game. What is it to you?
To me, it's different. It's unique. It's fun. And we come out here to have a blast and try to get the fans involved. So, for instance, catching the fly ball, I think that's probably the coolest thing any baseball game could, have. And I think you're going to see some of those tonight for sure.
And now, finally, if you win, you guys win the tour, right? You beat the Party Animals.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We win the whole tour. But if we lose tonight, which we won't, then it'll be a tie series, and hopefully we can take the dub when we go to Cooperstown.
Oh, well, this is going to be fun. Good luck tonight. Everyone's going bananas. The Savannah Bananas are in Syracuse, guys.
Okay, John Perrick leading us off tonight. John, thank you. Also coming to NBT Bank Stadium this Saturday is the 8th annual Amazing Beer Fest. 40 different breweries along with more than 80 different craft beers and ciders will be featured across the entire stadium. The event runs from 1 to 4 p.m. with tickets costing $35 per person. You must be over 21 to attend.
And right now, community activists are calling for the Onondaga County Sheriff to resign. This after video surfaced from last week's deadly police-involved shooting in DeWitt.
Sheriff Toby Shelley is standing by the deputy's actions, saying he didn't have time to turn on his body camera as a car was driving at him. Video of the fatal shooting was released earlier this week, and it shows the deputy firing shots into the car's windshields. Those bullets struck and killed a 15 and 17-year-old. Protesters are accusing Shelley of covering up what really happened. The Attorney General's office is investigating.
New details as COVID cases rise in Central New York. Conversations about testing are back on the table. CitrusTV reporter Leah Cohn spoke with some students to get their take on bringing it back.
To test or not to test, for COVID-19? That is a question we are asking Syracuse students on campus today. COVID cases are on the rise at SU, and now we want to know what students' concern and if it is for their safety. COVID protocols on campus are ever-changing as COVID dips and rises. You can find information on testing and COVID protocols on Syracuse's main website. The COVID response checklist lets students, faculty, and staff know what to do if they or someone they know feels sick or tests positive for COVID. SU encourages students who don't feel well to not attend their classes and take an at-home test. But it's up to students themselves to follow these rules. Many students are unsure of what protocols are most reasonable and best for them to follow.
No one really wants to, wear the masks anymore and stuff, but no one wants to get shut down.
COVID protocols on campus are ever-changing as COVID dips and rises. You can find information on testing and COVID protocols on Syracuse's main website. The COVID response checklist lets students, faculty, and staff know what to do if they or someone they know feels sick or tests positive for COVID. SU encourages students who With the CDC approving a new round of COVID boosters, the university says it plans to offer vaccine clinics once it receives enough doses for the campus community. Zach and Olivia?
Okay, Leah, thank you. Whitman has moved up 7 spots in Bloomberg's Business Week's yearly rankings of MBA programs. The School of Management climbing 7 spots to 60, first nationally. Bloomberg's rankings rely on incoming student data, placement success at graduation, and surveys of the most recent class. The Whitman School has steadily risen in the rankings over the years, first placing at 82nd.
And legendary sports broadcaster Bob Costas will make a trip back to his alma mater later this month. Costas is slated to talk about his career in journalism and the changing sports media landscape. It'll take place in Newhouse's Herg Auditorium on Friday, September 29th, and it is a ticketed event. You can request those tickets at the Newhouse Sports Media Center. Costas graduated from SU back in 1974.
Also at Newhouse, helping journalists through trauma, a panel tonight with media executives and journalists will speak on dealing with emotions in news coverage. It will be moderated by Mary Alice Williams, an award-winning journalist. And tomorrow, students will be able to speak with panelists and psychologists about self-care and mental health in the industry.
Hendricks Chapel is welcoming 3 new chaplains. It's had an increase in student engagement over the last few years and has brought on new chaplains in response. Pastor Darren Jamie and Reverend William Payne are of Christian Protestant chaplaincy. Reverend Dawson David Schubert is of Buddhist chaplaincy. Hendricks now hosts 15 chaplains in 27 religious and spiritual life groups.
And now turning to the weather today, it has been a little bit of a cooler one today.
Yeah, I don't mind it though because last week was so hot. I kind of like the cool weather.
Well, our Citrus TV weather anchor Max Williams joins us now in studio with more. Hey, Max.
Yeah, guys, fall is definitely upon us, and we were feeling that today. Temperatures 65 degrees right now, partly sunny skies. Again, fall-like temps. Going into later tonight until 8 p.m., we're staying at 57 degrees and then getting into the mid-50s. But again, cooler temps tonight. And then we do have a little bit of a fog coming in that will stay until the early morning hours. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Max, thank you. $1 million in federal funding is coming to Syracuse to plant 70,000 trees by 2040. The funds from the Urban and Community Forestry Program are part of an $11 million grant given to Central New York. Syracuse will use the funds as part of its urban forestry master plan, which aims to address climate change and income inequality.
Oh dear, police were evacuating homes in Oneida after an explosion from a gas leak when they discovered a deer in a dog crate. Turns out the homeowner was illegally rehabilitating the animal and decided to keep it as a pet. The deer was removed from the house and charges against the homeowners are pending.
And the Landmark Theater has just been updated in time for the fall performance season. The theater has expanded the bathrooms, replaced the auditorium, roof, and made necessary repairs to the building. The improvements will help the theater's energy, efficiency, and keep the building watertight. This comes just before the theater begins its fall performance lineup, which includes both Mean Girls and Disney's Aladdin.
Now to the latest, the Syracuse City School District is changing its building use policy. This comes after community outrage erupted over the Radiant Church hosting weekly worship services at one of the schools. The school district's policy now reads that anyone who uses a school building will need to promote inclusion. Radiant Church believes homosexuality is a sin.
We have new details tonight as the brother of Dalapet, one of the teens shot and killed by an Onondaga County deputy last week, has spoken out after video footage of the incident was released. Maycora Pet told CNY Central, quote, "It didn't line up with what they told us initially happened, so now that we watched the video, we know that it was a murder. We know that it was a homicide. The video shows clear as day that he could have done many things, but no, he decided to use a service gun and murder 2 kids." The situation is under investigation.
And Weitzman Recycling is committing $15 million to improve their carbon footprint. Adam Weitzman is going to use the money to upgrade their equipment to produce cleaner water and air qualities. The company is the largest private scrap metal recycling company on the East Coast. They came to an agreement with the EPA on the mandate and will begin working on new environmental retention pods at their Oswego location.
Coming up on News Live at 6, Hunter Biden has been indicted on federal charges.
And Hurricane Lee moves closer to the Northeast. The potential impacts for the coast. We'll be right back.
Welcome to an excellent episode of Live from Studio B.
You're watching CitrusTV News Live at 6 with Bradley Hoppenstein, Olivia Maniscalco, and Max Williams. Now, your campus news leader continues.
Welcome back. The National Guard is being deployed in Massachusetts to help with the growing number of migrants being sheltered there. According to Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey, 250 Guard members were deployed today.
Guards are making sure food is being delivered to hotels, scheduling transportation services for appointments, and helping them get medical care.
A federal judge in Texas has ruled DACA illegal. In his ruling, Judge Andrew Hannon expressing concerns over the policy's legality. The program will continue, but the ruling prevents new applicants from being approved.
Legal experts predict the case to be appealed to the Supreme Court. DACA was passed under the Obama administration back in 2012. It allows children to be brought to the United States without documentation or work authorization.
Now to the latest.
Hunter Biden was indicted on federal gun charges today. Biden allegedly lied about taking illegal drugs when purchasing a revolver and being under the influence when using said gun. His charges carry a maximum sentence of 10 years.
Biden was previously discharged from the Navy in 2014 for testing positive for cocaine. This comes as House Republicans are opening an impeachment inquiry into the president, who has not yet commented on this.
Hurricane Lee is now a Category 1 storm, but it's still charting a path towards the northeast. Eastern New England bracing for heavy rain and high winds starting on Friday and sticking around through Saturday.
Forecasters expect northeast Maine and Nova Scotia to bear the brunt of the storm. Maine's governor issuing a state of emergency this afternoon. It's the first hurricane watch for the state in 15 years.
Coming up, we'll have what you need to know ahead of the fall season. Stay with us.
Here's to the straggly ones, the first ones. Hey, I look good with this ones. The black, brown, red, and gray ones. The itchy ones. The ones grown by Dad. The ones grown for Dad. The I nearly didn't do it this year ones. And the absolutely filthy ones. They all raise awareness, raise funds, start conversations, and save lives. Because whatever you grow will save a bro. Learn more at Movember.com.
From the Citrus TV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
Welcome back to Citrus TV. Looking at our temperatures across the region, Syracuse staying in 65, but around the area we're remaining cool at Elmira at 67. But I do want to get to this. Fall is around the corner, so the National Weather Service has some things they want us to look out for. So we can expect 1 to 2 degrees above average temperatures, and warm fall temps will make for more vibrant leaf colors, and then warmer temps will make for less rain and clear skies. Now here's a look at your 5-day forecast tomorrow. Fog rolling in the morning, but then burning off as that sun comes out, high of 70 degrees. Weekend is looking pretty nice, partly sunny skies, temperatures staying within the mid to low 70s as we look ahead to next week, possibly for some rain on Monday, but it's looking nice for the weekend, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Max. An FDA panel says a common decongestant in cold medications is ineffective. The panel found that phenylephrine, which is a common ingredient in meds like Tylenol, Benadryl, and Mucinex, does not work.
If the FDA rules against the ingredient, the companies will have to pull their products from their shelves to work on a new formula. Well, I mean, if it doesn't work, it definitely shouldn't be on the shelves.
I totally agree. I mean, I wonder how many times I've taken Tylenol and just told myself my headache went away, but really it was a mind game.
Exactly. You could just be telling yourself that.
Exactly.
Wow. Well, let's find out what's coming up in sports.
Guys, coming up in sports, Syracuse football heads on the road for the first time this season, looking to stay undefeated. That and more SU athletics right after the break.
They took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
And now, your Citrus TV Sports Report.
Syracuse football has passed their first 2 tests of the season in flying colors. 2-0 to start off the year, looking to keep the momentum going in week 3. Welcome into sports. I'm Chloe Smarz. The Orange heading out west to West Lafayette for their first real challenge of the season, taking on the Purdue Boilermakers in SU's first road game of the year. The game moving to primetime, a 7:30 kickoff for Saturday night. But still, no updates on the status of wide receiver Oronde Gadsden. The AP preseason All-American went down in the Orange's opening drive against Western Michigan, was later seen in a boot and crutches. SU, though, still coming away with the win over the Broncos, 48-7, the final from last Saturday. Gadsden, though, a big piece in last year's win against Purdue in the Dome, scoring the winning touchdown with just 7 seconds left. Be sure to tune into Orange Press Pass Sunday morning on OTN for game recap and analysis. An undefeated Syracuse field hockey off to one of the best starts in program's history. Ranked number 6 in the nation, heading into their ACC opener tomorrow night at number 9 Duke. The Orange coming off 2 wins a week ago against crosstown opponent Cornell and UConn. SU earning a first-place vote in the national coaches poll following their 5-0 start. It was the first for the Cuse since November 2021. And for the Blue Devils, they are led by ACC Offensive Player of the Week in Elena McVeigh, who scored the game winner against number 9 Liberty just 2 days ago. Another dominating week for all of ACC field hockey, all 7 teams coming in ranked in the top 25. First whistle between the Orange and the Blue Devils set for 6 p.m. tonight down in Durham. And on the Diamond series closing out between AL East rival Yankees and the Red Sox at Fenway Park, both teams came into today tied for last place in the division standings. Last night's game postponed due to weather, so double header action today. Game 1 wrapped up earlier, Red Sox taking Game 3 5-0, the final from Boston. Trevor Story helping to power the Sox to a win, a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 8th. And a stellar performance on the mound for pitcher Tanner Hoke in the 6 innings of work, giving up 5 hits and striking out 7. And more from the Yanks and the Red Sox later tonight. First pitch for the series finale slated for 7:15. The Yankees look to bounce back and secure the series win. And at Citi Field, the Mets wrap up another game against a National League team in the Diamondbacks. New York going for the series win, up 2-1 in the contest. That game currently underway. Top of the 5th, New York up 2-0 thanks to a Brandon Nimmo 2-run double. Mets pitcher Kodai Senga looking good early, 9 Ks in just 4 innings of work for the Blue and Orange guys.
All right, I gotta ask.
Yes.
Syracuse, Purdue. You said before it's really their first challenge of the season. Who do you think is gonna win?
I'm going to go with Syracuse here on the road at Purdue. It's 2 different teams from a year ago. Like I mentioned, no Oronde Gadsden, no update in that status. My opinion, though, I think Syracuse knows what's happening with Oronde Gadsden. I don't think he's going to play, but probably holding that out in terms of Purdue's game plan. But Purdue, no Aiden O'Connell, now in the NFL. So they have questions at quarterback. But Syracuse looked good through the first 2 games, but they did play Colgate and they did play Western Michigan. So at Purdue, we'll see what happens, but I got Syracuse.
I feel like campus is not talking about this enough. Our
Yeah.
football team has a chance to go 3-0.
Who would have thought?
Well,
Last season,
I
I
have
would
one
have
question on the Yankees. So last night they got destroyed 5-0. It has been a great season for them. Do you think they have any chance tonight?
I think doubleheader. I mean, Red Sox took Game 1. That momentum should continue at Fenway, one of the greatest rivalries in all of baseball. I'm a Red Sox fan, so I'm a little biased. So I hope the Red Sox win, and I think they will. I think the Yankees, not like you said, not the best season, and Red Sox hopefully can get it done. I'll say though.
All right, good to hear. And then, I mean, I don't really like either team, but I would say I'm more of a Yankees fan. So, I wish they would win a little bit more. But field hockey, how far do you think that our Orange field hockey team is going to make it this season? How are they looking?
Well, they're one of the best teams in the country, and this is actually a field hockey program that, with over the last 5 years, has been very good. They're playing a Duke team that's lost one game on the year, but going down in Durham, ranked number 6th in the country. They put up a ton of points this year, ranked 6th in the nation in terms of points as well. 5-0 to start off. I mean, they can continue going. I think they have a shot at the postseason. Still early on in the season, but looking good so far for Syracuse field hockey.
All right, thank you. Thank you for answering all of our questions. When we get back, one last look at your wake-up weather.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner!
Go. Excellent. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
When you wake up tomorrow, it's going to be 50 degrees, and we're going to have that fog come in, but eventually that will burn off due to the sun coming out. I do want to take another look at our weather tonight, staying 53 degrees, and again, that fog coming in tonight, and then eventually will fade away as we get into the morning hours. Guys?
Okay, Max, thank you. Well, we're going to have one more update on the Savannah Bananas game tonight.
John Perrick is with us at NBT Bank Stadium. John, how are things looking ahead of first pitch?
They're playing 7-up to Boston. It's Savannah, but it's Syracuse, right?
Oh,
we got Jake Farrell here. Jake?
It is an unbelievable scene here, guys. We got the Bananas getting introduced behind us right now. There's a guy with a bat on his nose right there. It is an electric scene right here. I mean, John, it doesn't get any better than this.
I don't think we're in the 315. That's all I got to say. They got fireworks going off, smoke machines. It's a Savannah Bananas.
We got dancing going on right there. I mean, these guys are unbelievable. Look at them go. This is the introduction. It's just the introduction. We haven't even hit the game yet. We're going to have a great night here at NBT Bank Stadium.
No, it's going to be awesome, Jake. Have you ever seen anything like this?
I've never seen anything like this. Not whatsoever. I didn't know baseball could be this fun.
Yeah, no,
I didn't
I had
no idea.
They're revolutionizing the game here, and it's happening right now in Syracuse. How about the game? Sold out. You can see packed house behind us.
It's a tiebreaker game. I mean, we got the party animals, we got the Bananas. They're trying to not split the season series. The Bananas looking for a win to clinch that. I mean,
just listen to our mics right now. They're picking up how loud it is.
I can't even hear myself talk.
It's unbelievable. And just talking to players, talking to fans today, people have been waiting for this night, especially here in Syracuse.
Oh, absolutely. Well, they were just saying how many people came from far and wide. We had someone from Trent.
Thank you, John and Jake. It looks electric there. I wish I was there. Maybe I'll have to see if there are any last-minute tickets after this. But that's all the time we have today on Citrus TV News.
For more of the latest, follow us at Citrus TV News on X or check out our website at citrustv.com.
For all of us on Citrus TV News, I'm Olivia Maniscalco.
And I'm Zach Richter. Have a great evening, Syracuse.